Yo to everybody, it's your brother VANSILK coming to you live for the first time on the Straight Stuntin magazine page. They just had the celebration for KAYSLAY, the tribute over at Summer Jam and Hot 97. It's a great thing, the great thing, the great thing. Great brother. His legacy gonna live on. I'm actually live on YouTube, and I'm live on this Instagram here, which is I'm here to build up. Hold on 1 second, people. Hey, y'all might hear that noise in the background, but it's hot. I'm sitting in what's going to be the studio that I'm building in the garage. So if y'all hear that fan back there, I'm sorry. It's like hot as hell. Who's this over here want to request? Now, let me see who this is, because I wasn't even set up to do all that today. I just want to just introduce the situation of what's going on with my brother KAYSLAY. A lot of you may know me, some of you may not know me, but I've known Kay since he was 16 years old as a graffiti artist. When he was doing stuff like this, Desi Des, known as KG. And I'm 8 years older than him. So, I've been in hip hop since 1977. But when KAYSLAY came back home in the mid-90s, a lot of people didn't know that Des and KAYSLAY was the same person. I was talking to Sub-Zero today about that and how, Kay was getting down, wanted to get into the mixtape game, something that me and KAYSLAY did together, because I had a store on 125th Street called Fat Flavor. So if some of y'all was out there running around, you know that what me and KAYSLAY did with the mixtape game. Joints like this. You know what mixtapes are? Talking about this. Okay? This is how he got himself back on. He wasn't even on Hot 97. He was hustling the mixtapes in the streets. We had everybody tapes and everything. Okay. And that's what me and KAYSLAY did. And I want people to please do understand. That's my brother, and we had a lot of projects that we've done. We was going to do a whole mixtape documentary called The Gatekeepers. I was part of helping him with the Rolling 100 MCs, the 50, the 200. I was also very instrumental when he started Straight Stuntin magazine, because I had my magazine called Titanium Girls. So this is the very first issue of Straight Stuntin. Hold on. Right next to Ron Miss Sean, our clothing store between 5th and Lenox, the old Rock and Will store became Fat Flavor. If y'all can see, even in the first issue of Straight Stuntin, I was the editor. Because Kay, we was getting out the mixtape game, and I said, okay, let's get to the magazine game. Here's the article. VANSILK, magazine mogul, me, Buffy the Body, and Lyric from Houston, Texas. And the whole article go down with me, Tasha Ford, Sunday Carter. So I introduced him to Buffy the Body because I had Titanium Girls. I was managing Hoops, Buffy the Body, Esther Baxter, Gloria Velez, Sunday Carter, Brooke Bailey, Brittany Daly. And it was a great thing that he was able to transition over, after we left the mixtape game, over to the magazine game. Frank Antonio was my photographer. I said, okay, got that. Even the guy, Mike Hanna, who's laying out the magazine right now, who taught KAYSLAY how to lay out the magazine, I had to bring him back. Because, see, a lot of people don't understand and know KAYSLAY had a partner in the magazine. he don't actually care about who's in the magazine. He just want magazines out. So I've been arguing with him, like, nah, man, the magazine got to represent KAYSLAY. They got to have his legacy to it. We just can't have magazine come out and people don't know the logistic of it. So I'm glad it's no longer 250 pages. You know, we slimmed down to 100 pages. And What's the Science will be discontinued because originally when me and KAYSLAY started What's the Science, it was supposed to be about the pioneers and legends of hip hop. It wasn't supposed to be about no models in the magazine. So there's a lot of work that have to be done. But I'm just coming in to continue his legacy and want his legacy to continue. And I was helping Jared Whitaker, which is his partner in business and the person that was with his mother during the whole time of his sickness, and helping him pack up his stuff and put it in storage and secure his legacy and make sure that everything is in the right place. You know, it's sad that my brother, at the 10th age of 56, because he was born in 1965, and all the stuff that we've done, we lost a good brother to the culture of hip hop. What up, Mecca? And my thing is you know, I have to deal with his partner in the magazine, and my thing is just like, I don't want him to put out the magazine, because if he did, it would just be totally different, and he will just annihilate everybody, and it won't look the same. So I have to fight with him, and literally tell him like, yo, I know you own I know you own the magazine. I'm not trying to get to the personal issues. All I'm just trying to say is it's not going to be a struggle, but he has the final say that what goes on and what goes down in the magazine. And that's how business works. You know, I'm trying to keep the legacy alive. You know, it's been 7 months since there's been no magazine. So you know how the world works today. Straight Stunt's been around 14 years. And you have to grow along with the times and when you're doing things. And I understand that. Just like when I had to take over a record label, you know, it's like when I went to Rough House Records, and when Chris Force and Joe Nicolo broke up, RCA sent me to Philadelphia to run the label, and I had to make decisions. You know, and still my job was to get the Lauryn Hill album ready and Chris Cross album. But, you know, Lauryn Hill couldn't get the album together. And this was going back in 1999, 2000. And Chris Cross only had a budget, you know, and one producer's trying to charge them $300,000 just for one song. And I'm like, yo, how are you going to do that when we only got a $500,000 budget? So greed messed things up. I just want to say, like I was talking to Sub-Zero today. You know, he's been around K, you know, ever since they was growing up. A lot of people don't understand, you know, that the last 5 weeks I had to articulate his brains of his training of thought. You know, like I look at over 400 artists KAYSLAY has been involved with, from mixtapes to albums. And a lot of people don't understand the importance of what he's done for the culture of hip hop. And as I speak, they're having a tribute for him at Hot 97. And the most important thing is to keep his legacy alive. Because, you know, I see just over the last 72 hours, FBG Cash was murdered in Chicago. And Money Gang Vontae was murdered in the Bronx at a drugstore. And we got to do a better job. We're losing a lot of young brothers to just murder, and we're losing brothers to natural causes of death, you know, health conditions. And in life, nothing is not promised to us. We have to live today and pray for tomorrow. I'm just one piece of this puzzle of this man's life. You have a person like the general, who's a very intelligent, intellectual, trustworthy brother who I admire. And I got him by 20 years, and I admired him. And I admired Kay for trusting him into everything to articulate his estate with his mother. And that's what makes me happy. That is not into some. How would KAYSLAY do with his glasses? When he'll look down at you like that, He'll look down at you like that, I'm trying to be conservative and not be nasty, but to make sure that what was going on is right. Some of the people that he had around him and surround him, writing, from Khalil, Mecca, Global, Lenny Green. I even wrote some things. He pick and choose, with the girls that were part over the last 14 years of the magazines and the people he supported that was on lockdown, commissary-wise, and just being a humanitarian. That was the most important thing about KAYSLAY to me. A humanitarian. Like, listen, hold on one second. He loved his life. He loved to do things for people that made him feel comfortable in life. And I'm still trying to understand. Like I say, legends never die. And in my heart, he's still here. I can see him now. Like, yo, Van, put that back. Yo, Van, we ain't doing that.
What's good?
What up, brother? How you doing? Speak up a little bit. Who I'm speaking to?
Good,
Who this? I can't hear you.
My name is Smooth the Barber.
Oh, what up, Smooth the Barber? What's up, baby boy? How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm good, man. No doubt, good.
I'm reaching out to all the people that loved our brother KAYSLAY. I don't know if you have anything great to say about him.
Well, yeah, I do.
I can't see you. Can you move up a little bit?
Okay.
There you go, baby boy.
Okay. Yeah, no, I did a couple of parties with him at Suits up in Mount Vernon.
Word.
Yeah. And I did a show. I did a show in Charlotte. And I had him, Jacksonville, different other DJs to come out. Ted Smooth, Doo-Wop, Ron G. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So did the show in Charlotte, that was the one you did in December? No, December? You did that show?
Not in December. I did a show CIAA weekend 2 years in a row. The first year I did one with I had DMX out here.
Okay, yeah, because they moved it to Baltimore last year. CIAA was moved to Baltimore.
Yeah. But at first it was here in Charlotte. And I know KAYSLAY invited me to Shade 45.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I was there and I did an interview with him and all of that. So, yeah.
Well, I just wanted to tag you in. I want everybody to please still support this page here. The new magazine is coming. And I see you was following, and I'm trying to keep his legacy alive, because just because you're not here in the physical don't mean you're not here in the spirit, And see, a lot of us forget our people when they're no longer here. And like, DMX is gone. Like, what have we, it's not a knock, but where's the legacy continuing? You understand what I'm saying? I know Biz Markie wife is doing some things, but we got to take place. If somebody created something, we just can't leave it. We just can't leave a big mess. It's a big mess. And just leave it untouched, where if you really understood, continue to work, continue to progress. If we didn't stop in the civil rights movement when you killed Martin Luther King, we kept the movement going. That's the same thing with this.
Yeah, no doubt. You're right. And I'm with you 100%, man. Yeah, I'm with you.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, and I know I'm talking to the general. I know his birthday is Sunday, August 14th, so I think we're planning something up in New York.
Okay.
Hope that you could be there, brother.
Okay. Just keep me posted. I'll be happy to come through. I know I met him at the memorial, the general.
Yes, that's a good brother.
Yeah. It sure is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and he will be missed. And he was a good brother, man. I had a chance to meet him through Jacksonville. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I said I had a chance to meet KAYSLAY through Jacksonville.
Oh, and I introduced KAYSLAY to Jazzy Belle years ago. Because she was at a model search for Black Men magazine, and I was one of the judges, but they didn't pick her. She was sitting there, and I felt sorry for her, and I walked up to her. I said, "Listen, my man is getting ready to start a magazine. I talked him into starting a magazine. It's gonna be called Straight Stuntin. I said his name is DJ KAYSLAY. I said, I called K up. I said, okay, I got this girl here one of the girls that you could use to get a magazine. It was Jazzy Belle, and they built a relationship for so many years, working together at the radio station.
Yeah.
And then same thing happened with DJ Radio. And I was living in Baltimore. DJ Radio was going to Morgan University.
Yeah.
And he was one of those little kids that knew how to get a lot of exclusive. I got this kid right here. Yo, he got mad exclusive. And that's how you build relationships, man, And I seen Radio at the memorial,
Okay.
Okay.
I would love to see her because I remember, this is a funny story. I remember I'm at the door at Suits, right? Me and my wife was at the door.
Right.
And different people coming in. And Radio comes in. Never met him before, so I don't know who he was. So I'm like, nah, man, it's $20 to get in. But he's like, nah, man, I'm with KAYSLAY, man. I'm with KAYSLAY. I'm like, nah, man, you gotta pay. So he went and called KAYSLAY. KAYSLAY comes to the front. Nah, he with me.
Yes, but he's real quiet. You would, and he's real quiet. And Kay used to get upset with him, like, yo, you working with me. You ain't trying to build your name.
Yeah.
That what happened with the first DJ. He had Days On. Days On was around in the beginning of the mixtape. Because before that was
KAYSLAY was doing the mixtapes. He was with him.
Days On, like I said, mixtapes, brother, mixtapes. And before that was DJ Demo. Before that. And, him and DJ Deep Freeze, Sub-Zero.
Exactly, Sub-Zero, yeah.
I talked to Sub-Zero today.
Okay.
And like I said, K touched so many people. And what I started doing, I started writing down all the MCs he done did work with us on his projects. And I'm at 189 names.
Wow.
I'm talking about people like LL, Busta, Too Short, Snoop, Sauce Money, Freeway, like Tracy Lee. I mean, 8-Ball, MJG, Scarface. We even get to like the Uncle Murders and the Stan Spits and the Melly Melly, Grandmaster Caz. We didn't get to none of them dudes. I'm just talking about the mixtapes and the albums.
Wow.
He gonna be over 400 names individually, project wise. That's the most ever in hip hop, and I'm compiling all the names.
Yeah. Okay.
And all the names from the mixtapes that he did with the Diplomats, Jules Santana, the Bird Gang, Jim Jones. Think about all those mixtapes with the Locks, Jada Kids, the best of Papoose, and all this stuff. Think about all the rappers that he recorded on mixtapes and on his album. It's well over 400.
I think he did something with Juvenile or something like that.
Yeah, he got LL from 2005, Queen Latifah, Too Short, Snoop, Eminem 2 times, Common.
MC Ren.
Yeah, Ice Cube. Like, come on. Rick Ross, 2 Chainz. Little Bootsy, Young Jock, huh? I couldn't hear you. What you said?
No, I think he touched every rapper from the beginning up into the camera, right?
Yeah, because he called me. Yo, Van, the Copeland Rock that was down with Cool Herc. I said, Copeland Rock is 67. He ain't never did no video. He like called Copeland Rock up, and he brought Copeland Rock to the studio. That Copeland Rock was on 100 MCs. I said, yo, well, we gotta put Johnny Wall and Rayvon from the East Side down. They're on the 200. We got Sha Rock, the first female in hip hop. She's on the 200 because she couldn't do the 100. I got King Son on the 200. Run DMC did the 200. These are the people that I brought in on the 200. So Jared and them working on the 200.
Okay.
The complete, because they're supposed to come out in December.
So you say Ron and D gonna be up there?
Run DMC did it, yeah.
Wow.
On the 200 MCs, King Son did it. Sparky D's on there. Waterbed Kev from Fantastic Five. Who the Bed Master Rob is on there. Mikey D from Queens. I got him on there. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he handled everybody else.
Okay.
So the 200 is going to be crazy. Because everybody shot their videos.
Man, you got me excited.
What?
Man, you got me excited.
Well, listen, I got some other people that want to chime in, but keep following the page here and let people know that we keeping the Straight Stuntin magazine popping.
Oh, okay, no doubt. And I also got some girls that I've been talking to that do like the modeling and all of that. I want to send you some pictures and all of that, some info.
The email is right there in the profile.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Okay? All right, baby boy.
All right, thank you.
Nigga VANSILK right here. Talk about our brother KAYSLAY.
Hey,
How you doing? Who's speaking?
this is Katie.
Katie McDonald. Katie from Minneapolis. Katie, how you doing?
Good,
How you doing?
how are you?
I'm okay. Just having a little talk. The first,
Good, how are you?
I'm okay. Just giving a little praise to our brother KAYSLAY, letting everybody know that the tribute issue get ready to drop. We're gonna finish it up. It's gonna be hot and crazy. What's the weather like in Minneapolis?
It's finally like summer day.
Really?
It's hot, yeah.
Wow.
But no, I'm just like watching for the issue to drop.
Oh yeah. You know what's so funny is that they having Summer Jam today, and the general's going to get me some pictures from Summer Jam, from the tribute and whatever, to include in that. Then there's a few people I had to talk to, like his man Dollar Bill that grew up with him. You know, I had to have Mark Skills do an interview with him. Then I had to make sure I had the right girls and photos in the magazine,
Of course.
and make sure that we articulated that Straight Stuntin is still going to be here. And it's going to be an event, a great event, and moving forward with the magazine. And I wish everybody would understand. After 14 years, we're going to keep it going. And the legacy,
That's the only way to do it.
and the legacy of KAYSLAY, like I say, legends never die.
Exactly. And
Yes.
I have two models that I'm going to submit to you.
Okay, you got the email. It's in the profile. Yeah.
Yep, the email, I got the pictures.
Yes, because you know one thing, I don't want the magazine just to be about. I want girls from different states, different ethnicities, size, shapes, you know, medium butt. You know, all ain't gotta have big butts. You know, I just want beautiful women in the magazine. I want beautiful representation for the brand Straight Stuntin. And I always believed in that, even when I had my magazine, Titanium Girls. You know, I mean, you know, I want to have great articles, great written articles. You know, and letting people know in Minneapolis where you from, and Oklahoma, and Texas, and you know, and Kansas City, and Ohio, that you can get Straight Stuntin magazine. And I don't want it just to be, okay, we know you can get it in the jails, but now let's get it more with its back into the store where people are selling the hip hop stuff. And I'm reaching out to a lot of those people that I used to deal with that still have stores. Like, yo, Straight Stuntin, like, yo, let's get it popping. Support.
Can I interrupt you for 2 seconds?
Excuse me?
Mary Dean, who is watching, is my mom.
I can't hear you. Right.
My mom.
Oh, your mom's? Wow. She keeping track of you.
I make sure I keep track of her.
Wow. But yeah, that's what we doing. I know it took a little long time because
You gotta make it right, and like I know that you're not gonna
listen.
let anything go out that you're not happy with.
I left the game 12 years ago because I got tired of it after 13 years. Creating the urban model game from the hosting parties to helping girls make money. And then I went back into hip hop. But something like this is in my heart because I was part of it in the beginning. And I don't want to see it just end up into his partner owner hands and he just don't care what he do. And I had that discussion with him that, listen, I'm still going to keep the flavor of KAYSLAY in the magazine, and he's going to be represented in every magazine because I know if he did it, it would just be a bunch of girls and nothing else. And like I say, I do it for the culture. KAYSLAY do it for the culture.
You guys created the culture.
Huh?
You guys created the culture.
Well, we help create a lot of things, but
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like,
oh, the mixtape culture, we definitely going to take credit for that. Oh, me and KAYSLAY were doing that like 9 to 5. Oh, hell no. Ain't nobody go, listen, with Craig G and Ron G and all of them, they know me and KAYSLAY changed our whole game. And even the girl Sonya that had the spot in Harlem making everybody's cover and printing them out and the CDRs and all that. No, me and KAYSLAY did that. Now, ain't nobody can take no credit for that. Anybody was in the game, like, no, don't. Because we used to also put out other DJ CDs. You know, they come with the tapes. They didn't know how to make CDs. So, like, at that time, Who Kid, Clue, Envy, Capone, all those new dudes, Cool Kid, they all was coming out around 97. So, that was the new wave of DJs after the Ron G's and SNS and J Mo Ice Showtime and all those Hollywood. Those the new crop, the younger DJs now, and they control everything now. They're on the radio. You know, that made the mixtapes. You know, Action Pack, Chill Will from the East Side. You know, Craig G. Listen, DJ Supreme out of Rockaway. You know, I could go down the line.
okay. Yeah, you probably have all this in your head.
Well, you know what? When you're into something, you're not going to forget anything. If I have to talk about the mixtape DJs in the 90s or how it started, yes. Rest in peace to Justo, who created the Mixtape Awards. And if I have to go back and talk about what happened in 1980 in hip hop and the show that me and AJ did in Harlem World and all that stuff, I could talk about that. Because hip hop is my life.
I wouldn't stop you at all. I love learning.
But you know what? And I teach myself of these new rappers that's out, but I really don't know their music, but at least know their name, you know, and it's important at my age to even at least acknowledge their names because it's sad that you took hip hop, something that we created in the Bronx, and it's not even hip hop no more, it's just rap.
Right.
It's rap music. And all these rappers are getting killed, these real rappers. And just
yeah.
It's just sad how Vontae was in the Bronx at a pharmacy. They got the 5 guys on tape. I mean, if y'all wanted to just take his chain, take the man's chain. You already had the man on the ground, so now you had to kill him. What was the reason for FBG Cash to get killed at 5:23 in the morning in Chicago? You was with the girl. Who set you up? Who knew you was going to be in that block where they blocked off the street with another car to shoot at you?
Okay, yeah.
We want to know. Young Dolph is still the Young Dolph murder, the Vaughn murder, the Draco stabbing at my man Bobby D concert in California. All that stuff still bothered me as a man because all those guys are young enough to be my sons. Some are young enough to be almost my grandkids.
Yeah. No, somebody had died. That's crazy. Like, it doesn't make sense.
But like I said, my journey right now, including to what I'm doing in hip hop, is to continue on my role in the legacy of what KAYSLAY started with the magazine.
Mhm.
And that's all I'm interested in, just keeping out, giving a still a product that people appreciate, you know, and
I had somebody tell me that that's all they read when they were locked up.
that's all they read when they was locked up.
Yep.
Well, it's been around for 14 years now. It was so funny that this is actually the first issue that I helped them put together, and I was the editor in the first issue here. And there's an article, and as I found about 20 of these, and I always told him in the beginning, always put 20 of each issue aside from the first printing, because those magazines will become very valuable later on in life.
Right.
So that's the first issue there, which were found. And a lot of people don't understand, as we're doing the Universal Hip Hop Museum, some of his stuff is going to be in the museum.
Okay.
Yeah. And museum, like I said, open in 2024, but some of his stuff is going to, well, we hope we all be here to be there. The price of gas won't be $20 by then.
You better be there.
You know, so.
No, we'll be there, though.
I'm just so happy to be here, you know, after my struggle and fight with cancer.
Right.
You know, this time last year, I was coming home from the hospital, and I beat colon cancer. And that's a conversation that I had with KAYSLAY as well. And a lot of other brothers, Chuck D, Dougie Fresh, and all of them. And all of them when he got their colonoscopy. And all your brothers that's going to listen to this later on, please go and get that check. It's very important.
Yes, please. Health as well.
You know.
Health is important.
But hey, Katie, I got a few other people that want to come on, and I'm going to end this pretty soon.
Okay.
But I want everybody to please do understand that Straight Stuntin Magazine and the legendary lives of KAYSLAY, Legends Never Die, will still continue and move on. And if you're going to send me those girls, the email is in the profile.
Oh, I haven't. I already know.
All colors and flavors is welcome.
I think you'll like the one that I sent over.
Okay, then. We're going to do it tonight?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, I will.
Okay. Well, I'll be looking forward. And I'll hit you up.
Perfect.
Okay, then. Who else is out here? Straight Stuntin Magazine, VANSILK on the check-in. Uh-oh, changing of the guards. If that's who on there, Lord, they're going to want me to do an interview. Changing of hip-hop guards. VANSILK is over here. Straight Stuntin Magazine is still alive. The new issue, tribute issue to our brother DJ KAYSLAY, is dropping soon. And I've got this Positive K t-shirt. Everybody knows that I rock everybody t-shirt. I like to congratulate some of the models that I've talked to that were part of the Straight Stuntin family. Chocolate China Doll, Mecca Global, who wrote a lot of articles, Regan, who appeared in the magazine, K Simone, Real Roxy, NYC, Destiny Moore, Chella, Real Chella Way. See, y'all think I don't know. VANSILK